what's going on, mi gente? Welcome back to Tech Based Gaming. This is your boy Chino, and today's video is gonna be a little bit different, mi gente. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while, but I just never figured out how to do it. But I think if I focused too much on making a perfect first video, the video will never get done. So I just said screw it. The only way I'm gonna improve the video is by just actually doing one of them. So this is Chino's Cosmic Corner. Now, you may be wondering, what the hell does that mean? Well, you guys already know. My name is Chino. All right. And so I went with Cosmic Corner because usually they'd be like, oh, you're in that corner of this universe or whatever. But also, I just figured, why not go with Cosmic? Because what I would like to make this little, style of video is a place where we can talk about comic book hauls that we're doing. Maybe a new movie has come out, mangas, whatever, anime. So I figured I think I need to come up with some type of name. So I'm gonna go with Chino's Cosmic Corner. That's gonna be the name that I'm gonna go with. So I figured why not start it off with my very first official comic haul video. So I'm excited because we do have a few bangers coming out this week, a few good titles. So now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna bag and board some comics. You know what I'm saying? Bag and board them because that's the only way to take care of your comics properly. All right. And I'm also just gonna show a little bit of the artwork because I have not read any of these comics. This is my stack for the week, brand new, fresh stack. And oh boy, new comic book day is always incredible. And if you're new to comic books, welcome to the community. If you're, a long-time comic book a reader, I will be curious to know what your thoughts are on the comics that I picked. Do you have any comic book recommendations that you have? And as you're gonna see later on this video, I'm interested in a bunch of different things. So I don't want to, make this video 20 minutes long. And so let's just start it off with this one right here. So this is the New Gods from DC's All In series. And I gotta be honest with you guys, this has been a very good comic book so far. What gets me about this one is the art style. The art style and the storytelling are very, very good. I believe this is issue number 7 of this series. And I've been loving this series so much. I don't want to, show too much because honestly, I'm not sure if this is going to be considered a potentially a like copyright or something. So I just, want to show you guys a little bit of this one. And this one has been very good. Uh yeah, sorry. Issue number 6 as you can see there. And this has been fantastic. Honestly, if you're looking for MV, the writer, he also did a comic book last year that I believe it was called The Vigil. And it was like brand new characters if I'm not mistaken. And that was a very, very good comic. I would highly recommend that. Let me go ahead, grab the bag and board. Now, you're going to see I already got these already kind of set up, you know? And I don't know. Maybe I should call this Chino's ASMR. You know what I'm saying? And there we have it. The New Gods. All right. Next title. Boom. Absolute Flash number 3. Now, I am a huge Flash fan. All right. I love Flash. Uh, so just so you guys kind of get some backstory, throughout high school, I took I took years break from comics. Um, Mainly because, I didn't have a job at the time and stuff like that. And, comics are cheap, right? They're only like $4.99, $3.99. But when you get a stack of comics, it can add up pretty quickly, So I kind of took a little break. And also at the time, there really wasn't much going on that I was really into. However, DC, you're going to see my stack it has a lot of DC. And it's not because I'm not a Marvel fan. I love Marvel. I really do. But a lot of the Marvel stories have been more misses than hits, in my opinion. If you have any really good recommendations, hey, let me know and I will gladly check it out. But Absolute Flash, the Absolute Universe in general for DC has been incredible. It has been fantastic. It's been so good. Uh, Absolute Batman and Absolute Manhunter are probably my two favorite ones right now. So I would go Absolute Manhunter, Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Superman, Green Lantern, and Flash. And I only have Green Lantern and Flash towards the bottom because they so far are feeling like it would read better as a trade. So, you know, it is what it is. But either way, let's go ahead and check out Absolute Flash number 3. The artwork has been incredible for this series. Oh, look, it looks like we're getting a Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. I did not know that. So the original one I do have in a trade somewhere in my room. But this comic has been like it's been pretty good so far. I love the art style and everything like that. I'm trying not to spoil too much for you guys. So that's why I'm kind of quickly flipping through them. But just so that you guys can get a feel for the artwork and if you decide to pick it up, you know what you're kind of in store for. But this comic has honestly been incredible. If you're a Flash fan, you already know who that is. But I love the Flash. The Flash is honestly incredible. I actually picked up this Supergirl last week, and you know the Flash, man. The Flash is so good, and Wally West is the best Flash. You guys can fight a brick wall. Like Wally West is truly the best Flash there ever was. Barry Allen is great, man. Don't get me wrong and stuff like that, but ain't no one touching Wally West. Wally West is incredible. Oh yes. Oh man, there's really no better feeling than like just maintaining the stuff that you buy. Honestly. Next one, World's Finest number 39. World's Finest is one of my favorite books right now. It is actually it has been since I believe I jumped on issue 27. That's when I jumped onto it. But this freaking book has been incredible, and we're in the middle of a Justice League Unlimited and World's Finest crossover event. It has been so good so far, so freaking good, and the artwork. I mean, it's Dan Mora. Dan Mora really doesn't miss, man. He does not. I mean, just look at this cover. And I apologize that this might not be the best quality video. I am recording this on my iPhone. All right. But Dan Mora really don't miss. Like, he is truly incredible at this type of stuff. Oh, dope. I'm not gonna lie. I've been reading Batman Hush 2 only because I'm a Batman fan. I'm a huge Batman fan. But uh let's just put it this way. There's honestly no need for Hush 2. Nobody asked for it, really. The original Hush was great, don't get me wrong. But I really don't think it needed a second part, honestly. I'm just a huge Batman fan, so I collect Batman no matter what. This one actually looks really damn good. Kind of curious. I'm really curious to see where this is going to go. Next, Lost in Time, to be continued in Justice League Unlimited number 7. Nice. Oh, look, if you guys are a Rick and Morty fan, new season beginning May 25th. Actually, that's just a few days away, actually. I'm recording this on the 22nd, I believe. And honestly, I might watch it. I might watch it. But Rick and Morty writers kind of ruined uh, Marvel for me, the MCU. I do collect Catwoman. Now, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I have not been the biggest fan of the latest Catwoman writings. Kelly Thompson was great, but the new writer, I'm not really feeling the writing so far. But honestly, I love Catwoman. Her comics do tend to be very good, but I also like the art style to this one. I'm not gonna lie, you know. So I'm keeping with it for now. I've been thinking about dropping it. That's another thing I want to say. All these comics you're gonna see me pull or show you today, these are part of my weekly like subscription. So you know how sometimes comics are released monthly or whatever. Either way, these are a part of my subs. But I've been thinking about dropping Catwoman for a little while now. So still there have still been some good moments. I will admit there have been some good moments, but you know, On average, I've been giving the most recent Catwoman comics like about, like a 3.5 or so out of 5. You know, they're nothing groundbreaking, but I feel like Catwoman can be a difficult character to write at times. Almost like Superman and stuff like that. Superman can be really difficult to write for. Wonder Woman can be difficult to write for. I'm trying to think of other characters. Uh, like Emma Frost is kind of interesting too. Because there's a plethora of comic books out there, and I know they always try, but if the writer truly doesn't understand the character, it can really, really ruin a comic. Honestly. Now, on to one of my favorite comics that have been happening so far, the Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Four has been incredible. I highly recommend it. If you have not been reading it, pick this up. It has been great. And the One World Under Doom, I don't know how people, I haven't really read reactions on it or anything like that, or even watched reactions on it. But honestly, such a fantastic story so far. Fantastic story. Yeah, this is happening too, a giant age of apocalypse. But Fantastic Four has been incredible, man. I really do recommend it. It's been awesome. Requiem X-Men, huh? The death of one era gives birth to the next one. Cool, man. Oh, there. Ooh, shit. Now you already know why. You know, I'm excited, man, for the brand new Fantastic Four movie. I think it's gonna be very good, and I believe we are gonna be getting Franklin Richards. Which, if you guys are new to comics, Franklin Richards is a he's not someone to be taken very lightly. This book right here, of Aliens versus Avengers, has been incredible. The only problem is it comes out every few months, so I always forget where the hell it left off. Yeah, that's Fantastic Four, and this has been awesome. This has been awesome so far. Like, oh man, it has been so freaking good. I don't have too much left of this stack. Uh, the last few weeks have been pretty packed for comics, but this week is on the lighter side. Now, this is also another one of my absolute favorites right now. Uh, Dennis Camp does not miss. He does not miss. And honestly, guys, I'm pretty sure you guys already know what's going to be happening. The Ultimates are. I have no words for this. This easily one of the best Marvel comics out there. Easily, by far. By far. If you guys are curious of who's in the cast for this one, the Ultimate Universe that Marvel has been doing lately has been, oh god, that's a major spoiler. Oh Jesus. Oh god. Oh god. Let's continue. What the hell is this? The world to come. Ooh. This looks very interesting. But yeah, man, this the Ultimate Universe has been incredible for Marvel. It has been so good. I I really recommend it to everybody. One of my boys, if he's watching this video, I'm talking to you. Uh I have been telling him to read this, but I believe he's more of a DC fan, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, what's going on here? Green M&M. But Dennis Camp, man, he's also writing Martian Manhunter, and he's also writing one called Ace, which I can't remember what the hell it stands for off the top of my head right now. But Dennis Camp, that dude does not miss in the slightest, like at all. Fantastic writer. Fantastic writer. Mi gente, give me 1 second. And all right, we're back. The very next one, Titans. Now, I'm going to be real with you guys. I have not been feeling the Titans lately. Um, I don't know, man. The Titans and Nightwing have been uh, kind of a little weak. Not horrible. They haven't been horrible in any way. Uh, but honestly, it's just It's just it doesn't feel like it so far. But they're just starting these new writers, so sometimes it takes a little bit for the writers to get their their footing, I should say. Yeah, this one, like I like the Titans. I love the characters and everything like that. The artwork is still very very good. But some of the storytelling has been kind of wishy washy. You know what I mean? This one I highly recommend. Kelly Thompson's killing it with Wonder Woman, man. She is killing it. Oh, look, we got Cyborg, Nightwing, Beast. Yeah, very cool. Beast Boy. But you see right there, like, I don't know why Beast Boy looks like that. No, I really don't. I really don't. He looks a little weird there. Ah, okay. Interesting. Very cool. Very cool. But Titans is one of those that I collect because I just love the Teen Titans, honestly. I do. Oh, I should just say the Titans. But I do love them. They're just my favorite. Honestly, if it got Nightwing, I'm most likely gonna collect it. All right, now time for Nightwing. Now, Nightwing, I believe this is only like, is this 5 issues into the Waters run? I can't remember. Uh, but Tom Taylor did a fantastic job with Nightwing, and Waters has been doing okay so far. If you're watching this, I am so sorry. No disrespect to you at all. But he's been doing okay so far. But I think coming after Tom Taylor, who, in my opinion, did a very, very good freaking job with Nightwing. I don't know. I think he understood Nightwing very well, man. I mean, he did write a freaking a ton of issues of Nightwing. And he was also doing Titans at the same time, along with some other projects too. But yeah, we've been getting a lot of. I think we've seen a lot of comics that kind of have like this very similar art style. I'm not mad about it. It's pretty cool actually. And yeah, if you hear me stuttering and stuff, I'm just a little nervous because this is my first comic haul video. And like I said, these are one of those things where like I've been wanting to do for a while, but I was always worried about it being perfect essentially. But honestly, if you expect to do your first video perfectly, you're probably never gonna do it, right? It said Nightwing number 126. God damn, I didn't think we were that far into Nightwing already. Sheesh. Although I don't know what legacy issue that is. I'll be kind of curious actually to know. So this one that I'm about to show you right now, people have been talking so good about this comic. So, and even the comic shop I go to, the main worker there, he really recommended this to me. So I decided to just pick up the latest issue that came out this week, and that is Batman and Robin Year One. Now, he was telling me this is like the early years of the Batman and Robin, family and stuff like that. Written by Mark Waid, and I'm a big Mark Waid fan. He doesn't really miss that much, you know. But when I looked into the artwork of this one, I'm really digging it, man. This almost feels like one of those old school like detective stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm really digging the vibe of it. I can't wait to read it. There's already some interesting panels here that are going on. I honestly can't wait to read this. I don't know if I'm gonna be collecting this one. This might be one that I wait for it to just be released on a trade. To be honest, that's another thing to me, gente. If you're new to the comic book, universe or whatever, sometimes waiting for the trade is just a better financial option. You know, they also take up less space, in my opinion. You know, yeah, this actually looks pretty damn cool. Kind of happy that I went with this. I don't want to show the last page because since I've never read this, I don't know what's gonna happen. Very cool, man. I'm interested. I'm very interested in this one. Like I said, I've always looked at it because the covers have always kind of like, you know, stood out to me. But I don't know. I'm curious to see where this goes. And like I said, I really do like Mark Wade. He's fantastic. Sorry about that. Was just moving some things around. So now the next one. I honestly forgot this one was gonna come out this week, but I am such a huge fan of this character that I just have to pick it up. I just have to. You know what I'm saying? And that is Superman Unlimited. Superman Unlimited, man. This is a brand new issue, so I can't say it's been good or anything like that. It's a whole part of the summer of Superman, which, if I'm not mistaken, this is probably just a way to market the new Superman movie, which I am so excited for. I cannot wait. That's going to be a day one viewing, and hopefully, it better have some IMAX screens. Because it was just announced that the Jurassic World movie is not going to have IMAX screens, which are. It makes no sense to me. For a movie that looks so incredible, honestly, because the Jurassic World movies weren't the best. They weren't, right? And this is a little off topic, little tangent, but that's why we call it Chino's Cosmic Corner, man. Because we're just going to talk about everything. But the new Jurassic World movies weren't the best things. However, visually they were very good. But this one in particular, with Scarlett Johansson and stuff, I think it's called Jurassic World Rebirth. I think. Um, it has visually looked incredible so far from the trailers, and the most recent trailer. Oh, ay, papa. That shit looked incredible, man. That looked dope. Uh, but back to this. Superman Unlimited. I also love this right here. Wait a second. Interesting. Yeah, this is made by Dan Slott. This one here. Dan Slott's another very good. Damn, the cover is actually a nice thick boy. You know, kind of curious. This is number one, so it might be as. Oh man, I can tell you right now. I'm already digging the artwork and the coloring. Yeah, this one looks good. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh man. That was one. What the crap? Oh my god, what is happening? Mark Wade, what are you doing? Oh man, I can't even. Oh god, I can't even. I don't think I can show the rest of this one. Oh goodness. Damn. Oh, and that's all we're gonna see of Superman Unlimited because there's some interesting shit here, and I don't want to spoil it that much, but I'm pretty sure if you guys want, you can pause it and look at it if you really want to. But damn, this looks incredible. Now, there is one more that I need to show you guys, and it is the one thing that I have really been looking forward to this week. I have been counting down the days to this day. Now, I don't even know if that was proper English, but I don't really care. But the one I have been looking forward to the most is this bad boy right here. Solo Leveling Volume 12. Now, this is one of the best manhwas I have read in a while. I'm not gonna even lie. I mean, do you see this art style here? Do you see this art style? I know, yes, this is very spoilery. So, mi gente, if you have not read the solo leveling books, I suggest you turn off the video. But also, just appreciate the art style here. I'm trying to skip all the main story stuff. But if you can watch, maybe some fights or whatever. Incredible. Incredible artwork here. I'm so excited for this. I have literally been counting down the days to this freaking release. It's incredible, man. Look at that. Woo! And mi gente, that concludes my comic haul for the week, including one manhwa. But yeah, mi gente, I don't know how often I'm gonna be able to do this. If somehow I can squeeze it into doing it as a weekly thing, so that way you guys are always, updated onto my collections, hey, I'll go ahead and do it. But it's probably gonna be like maybe every other week, you know. Uh, you know, maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. but I just really wanted to do one of these and just see how it goes, and just to see how I can improve. So like I said, if you have any comic book recommendations, any mangas, any animes, movies, whatever, if you have any recommendations, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. I will gladly, look into them. And who knows, maybe it will become one of my favorites. But that's my comic haul for the week, and honestly, it's a very good week for comics. And I think next week there's also even more bangers coming out. But mi gente, if you did like this video, please feel free to leave a like down below, comment down below, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed, hit that notification bell to be notified whenever I publish a new video. And as always, mi gente, let the stress go, let the good vibes flow. And this is your boy Chino signing out. Peace.